Niche tutorial series, and today we're doing one of my favorite artists of all time, Sade Adu. I'm so excited to be doing this makeup tutorial for you guys. Without further ado, I'm gonna go in step by step to teach you how to get that perfect, quintessential, original clean girl, Sade Adu's makeup look. She's got a really matte base, so we're gonna go in with the iconic London Velvet Smooth Primer. I like to add primers like these, really specifically in the sections where I know I have bigger pores. So for me, it's just the middle of my face and my forehead and a little bit on my chin too. You can put this all over your face, but this is really where I want my face to be very mattified. One of my favorite matte foundations right now is the Urban Decay Face Bond Foundation. This is really good. It's new. It's got a nice shade match. A lot of companies are not coming out with matte foundations anymore, so it's nice to have a new formula for a matte foundation that leaves a very nice finish. I put a small amount and we're gonna blend it out with my MCO Beauty foundation brush. We're not gonna do too much concealer, but I'm gonna go with my Say Slip Tint and just put a little bit on my under eye area. I'm gonna take my beauty blender and just blend this up. If you blend up instead of down, you're definitely gonna have more of an elongated look on your face. It's not gonna droop down, it's not gonna drag down. Like I said, this is a really simple, very easy, minimal look, so we're not gonna go too heavy on the concealer. I just want to use a little bit to make sure my under eyes are nice and covered and put a little bit over my eyes as well. As you can see, we have a nice matte base. We're just gonna go over it with some powder. This is the Makeup by Mario Surreal Skin Setting Powder, and this is just gonna set your face for the rest of the day. And we're gonna go back in with the Makeup by Mario brush, just their powder brush as well. I'm gonna go in with the bigger side and tap off the excess and just go in this type of motion all over my face to get the airbrush look I want. She has a little bit of a peachy blush on in most of her photos, especially from the 80s and 90s. So I'm gonna go in with the Cara Beauty Peachy Blush. I'm just gonna use a little bit of this, tap off the excess, and put it right here on my cheekbone. For brows, I'm just going to slick them up a little bit first. I'm gonna be using the Catrice Brow Sleek. I'm just gonna use this just to tame them a bit and put them into place because we want a really nice thick arched brow for the Sade look. Now I'm just gonna go with my NYX Micro Brow Pencil, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna fill in the brows and we're gonna have a pretty thick front because that's how she has it, and just make sure to keep this brow arched. So we're just gonna put like a line right here, and then after that, really just go in with a light hand and make sure to make your brow arched and pretty thick. Same thing on the other side, just kind of filling in the front so it has a really kind of sharp front of the brow. Now onto eyes. This is a very simple eye look. We're gonna go in with the Lottie London, the Rose Gold palette, and I'm gonna go in with just this brown shade right here called Queen. Just taking a dense brush, I'm just putting this right in my crease. So just grab that color, tap off the excess, and just go in a little windshield wiper motion because you don't really want too much product. So a little bit's gonna go a long way. So just take your time blending out the small amount that you picked up with your brush. Same thing on the other side, picking up that light brown color, tapping off the excess, and just taking our time blending it out. As you can tell, we added some depth to the eyes, but it's nothing too crazy. And now I'm just gonna take this white color here called Buff with my finger, and I'm just gonna tap that in and put it on the lid just to make my eye stand out a little bit more. This is like the easiest way to get some definition on your eyes. I'm gonna go with my kajal. A lot of people ask about my kajal. You can get this on Amazon or at your local Indian store. What's great is that this is not going to smudge anywhere. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna tight line our eyes. So I'm gonna make sure to tight line the top of my eye. I like to just lift it up and make sure we're really getting in there, and right here as well. Same thing on the other side. And we also want to do the waterline as well, so kind of stretch your eye out like this with your finger. And now we want to do the other side as well. Now we added some definition to the eyes. In this one photo shoot, she has a small little wing, and I love a little wing, so we're gonna do that. I'm gonna go in with my Win Beauty Glide Line Focus Black Waterproof Eyeliner. I love Win Beauty. If you see my videos, you know. And we're gonna just do the smallest little wing. And yeah, so for a wing, I like to just take from where my lashes connect and make a straight line. And since this is a small wing, we don't want this to go too far. So for this look, that's far enough. And now we're gonna go in and just connect that together like so. It looks a little odd right now, but with some tweaking, we can make it look better. So we did a little small wing there. It's a little bit bigger than hers. I don't know how to make an extremely small wing. That's just not what works for A, my face, or B, what I like to do. So this is what I end up doing with that. Same thing on the other side. We're gonna do a little small wing. There we go. Very cute. Love it. We're gonna go in with mascara. This is the Big Vision mascara from Win Beauty. Again, one of my favorite brands of all time and inexpensive if you haven't picked it up yet. Now that that's done, I've looked at the pictures a bit more and I feel like she has a little bit more blush on, so I'm just gonna go back in with the same blush by Cara Beauty and just pack it on a bit more. Has a lot of beautiful freckles, so I'm just gonna go in and try to just add some fake freckles with my eyebrow pencil because I don't have natural freckles at all. And then I like to just take my finger after I put some dots and blend it out so it looks like I put makeup over my freckles, but I don't have freckles. So that's kind of the way I do the freckle technique. Everybody has their own way, but I've noticed I love how it looks with just a brow pencil instead of like even like a freckle pen. I think a brow pencil looks a little bit more natural, but maybe that's just because I'm really used to using it in this method. A bit more over here. Now I'm gonna go in with a red lip liner. This one's from Maybelline. It's the Maybelline Lifted Liner, and this is in the shade Main Character. And I'm just gonna do that just to kind of add definition and outline my lips before I go in with my lipstick. I don't wanna do anything that's too far away from the color I'm doing, so this red is perfect. Bright red tends to not look great on me, so I love the Revlon Wine with Everything for my type of red lipstick. And this is the 80s, 90s Sade Adu inspired makeup look. She's one of my favorite artists. I've gotten compliments that I look like her before, so hopefully I did her justice in this look. And if you love this, please make sure to leave a comment down below for any other in-depth looks that you'd like to see. And again, I'm so grateful that you're here, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.